From being exposed for staged pranks to facing child abuse allegations and even prison,
I didn't do that!
here are the 7 YouTube pranksters whom everyone forgot and where they are today. And to begin with, we've got Joey Salads. Joey started his YouTube career in August 2013 with a video titled Vine Mirror Reflection Trick Tutorial. At the time, Vine was the most popular short-form video sharing platform, and just like many others, Joey was transitioning to YouTube slowly. However, because of his previous Vine following, Joey quickly rose to fame on YouTube. His content focused on pranks involving his friends and family, and these videos quickly gained millions of views. One of his most popular series was where he bashed different items of his family members, including his dad's TV and Xbox. These videos, uploaded in 2014, became the first ones to surpass 1 million views on his YouTube channel, and that put his name on the most popular prank YouTubers list at the time. His infamous catchphrases like "It's smashing time" and "It's bashin' time" became a staple among his viewers' community. This insane growth helped Joey understand how the YouTube space worked and how jumping on trends or creating them was crucial to staying relevant. That is when he started to create social experiment content. To his surprise, these videos blew up. Some of his popular ones got over 15 million views. This was the point where Joey Salads became one of the big guns in the YouTube creator space. For over 3 years, he rode this wave of fame. People loved his content, and he was nothing less than a celebrity. But then, things took a dark turn. In 2016, Joey stepped into the world of controversies with a prank video that crossed the line. He created a video where a car with Donald Trump's stickers was vandalized by African American men, showing that the black community was against Trump's presidential run. In the video, Joey said something that felt like he was enticing racism. From that point onwards, the downfall of Joey Salads began. In October 2016, a man recorded a behind-the-scenes shot of Joey filming the video about Donald Trump and black men. It showed that the attackers were actually actors, and Joey staged the entire prank. Within seconds, the video circulated all across the internet, and then H3 Productions made an entire video exposing Joey's fake pranks. Of course, this attracted a lot of backlash. Joey's followers quickly called him out for betraying them with a fake video and questioned whether all of his videos were staged. Left with no choice, Joey quickly came out with an apology video, accepting that he had staged the experiment. But this was just the beginning of Joey's long history of fake pranks and social experiments. In 2017, his In the Hood pranks once again received backlash from the African American community. He perpetuated toxic stereotypes against black people, such as in this video, where he indirectly implied that these people would buy drugs in the name of bricks. And from that point onwards, his popularity began to gradually decline. Yet, Joey remained active on YouTube, posting regular prank and social experiment videos for his 5.5 million subscribers. He's still relatively active and makes the same content as before, but his viewership has declined massively. His recent videos barely have over 1 million views, whereas just a few years ago, he averaged over 5 million per video. Now, Joey's channel has declined because of controversies. However, the PrankvsPrank channel suffered a different kind of decline, something that played with the emotions of millions of their viewers. Jesse Wellens and Jeana Smith first started creating prank content in 2009 when YouTube was a relatively new platform. They were one of the few pioneers of prank content on the platform, and this gained them huge fame. Since the channel was run by a couple, their on-screen chemistry attracted a large audience who found their content relatable. As the name suggests, they created prank videos involving one another and focused on authentic, harmless pranks. The creativity spoke to their audience, and this propelled them to become one of the biggest prank channels on YouTube. They gained over 10 million subscribers in just 6 years of creating content and became a household name globally. However, this insane fame brought challenges, and in the case of Jesse and Jeana, these challenges affected their personal life. In May 2016, they officially announced their breakup on Jen's channel, and that marked the beginning of PrankvsPrank's instant downfall.
I don't even know how to start this. This is probably going to be the hardest video that we've ever had to make on YouTube right now.
Public scrutiny and having their personal lives being constantly judged by millions of viewers caused various issues, but since they're personal, we won't be talking about them. Nonetheless, when Jesse and Jeana broke up, the PrankvsPrank series came to a complete end. Jesse continued to make content, but this time, it was more focused on daily vlogs rather than prank videos where he's shown the most. Jeana also made content on her own channel and often collaborated with Jesse for vlogs and other videos, but their relationship was completely over. However, 9 years after their breakup, something shocking happened. On 27th April 2025, Jesse posted a video titled "We Are Back" on his YouTube channel. 2 days later, Jen also posted a video titled "I Love You." The videos instantly caught the attention of the old PrankvsPrank viewers, and finally, their wishes came true. Jesse and Jeana were back in a relationship after almost a decade, although their viewership has declined massively. While PrankvsPrank collapsed from emotional burnout, Trollstation took things in the complete opposite direction, pushing boundaries so far, their pranks literally landed them in prison. Trollstation began their YouTube journey in 2013 and quickly gained attention for the bold and often controversial pranks. Their first video was about a drug prank with French Montana, and this set in stone the kind of content they were going to make in the future. In the early days, they often created hidden camera pranks, mainly focusing on shocking people in public. For example, they played the roles of drug dealers, kidnappers, and every other unhinged prank they could think of. The controversial and dangerous pranks made them insanely famous. However, in just 1 year, these pranks put them in some serious trouble with the authorities. In November 2014, Trollstation members staged a series of pitch invasions during the UEFA Europa League match between Tottenham Hotspur and Partizan Belgrade. This stunt was originally intended to be a publicity move, but since they ran onto the playing field, the security and later the police had to step in. On 1st December 2014, Thompson, Garcia, and Jarvis, the Trollstation members who invaded the pitch, were officially charged. This stunt cost the Tottenham Hotspur a massive £12,000 fine, while the three pranksters had to pay £155 each for the silly prank. But to their surprise, this prank brought in over 3 million views on YouTube. For Trollstation, it was a huge achievement, and that is when they decided to continue making ever more absurd prank videos. So, in 2015, 3 Trollstation members, Gomes Garcia, Daniel Jarvis, and Ebenezer Mensah, decided to stage the most dangerous prank ever. All 3 entered the National Portrait Gallery and the Tate Gallery in London and pretended to steal valuable paintings while visitors were inside the building. And while this got over 1 million views, the authorities didn't find it funny at all. The police charged all of them with causing panic and distress among the visiting public. But this was nothing compared to what the court said. When they were brought to court, the judge said that this prank was comparable to a terrorist incident. As a result, all 3 guys, along with the cameraman DigiDan and Endrit Ferrazzoli, were put behind bars for 12 to 20 weeks. And even then, they didn't learn anything. In May 2016, DigiDan was once again arrested by the police after he staged a bomb hoax along with another minor member of the prank group. According to Trollstation, DigiDan created the fake bomb as a tribute to Ahmed Mohammed, a 14-year-old who was arrested for a ticking clock in a briefcase he made for a school project. Ahmed's project was recognized by Barack Obama, the US President, Mark Zuckerberg, and even NASA scientists, and this is what probably motivated DigiDan to do the same, but unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. He was sentenced to 24 weeks for the bomb hoax, along with 12 weeks for the staged pranks at the 2 art galleries. Following these arrests, Trollstation's viewership started to fall slowly. In 2018, they were once again caught in a controversy where they allegedly led the police on a high-speed chase on the Thames River as they rode jet skis. But despite the viewership falling, Trollstation never stopped making content. But now, their channel has died. The last video was uploaded in November 2024, and it wasn't even a prank video. Instead, it was the 3rd episode of a weird new series they started called Vanessa the Finessa. Basically, Trollstation is dead, just like this next YouTube prankster who fell prey to some heinous allegations against him. Sam Pepper rose to fame in 2010, not through YouTube, but because of his role in the UK reality show, Big Brother. The same year, he created his YouTube channel, creating harmless prank videos. Within just 3 years, he became so massive that he had a following of 2 million subscribers on his channel. But then, everything changed for the worse. In 2014, Sam created a video titled Fake Hand-Ass Pinch Prank. In the video, he pinched the bottoms of random girls on the streets, thinking that it was funny. However, in the eyes of the public, Sam was trying to normalize SA by covering it up as a prank. When this video came out, it sparked widespread public outrage. The LA Police Department started an official investigation into his activities, which led to Sam deleting the video. Soon afterward, he released a series of videos where he claimed that it was just a social experiment, where he intended to highlight the issue of SA against men. However, none of this worked, and Sam had to come out and apologize ultimately. After this incident, Sam continued to make a handful of prank videos and gained millions of views on them. But in 2017, he finally stepped away from YouTube. He joined Kick in 2023 and focused on creating comedy content along with lifestyle live streams. And now, in April 2025, he made a comeback on YouTube with a few videos. Unfortunately, his viewership has declined so much over the years that he's barely getting any views now. And that's precisely what happened to DaddyOFive too, but for even worse reasons that would shock you to your core. Mike and Heather Martin, the infamous couple behind one of the biggest prank channels on YouTube, started their content creation journey in 2015. Their videos were mainly pranks they played on each other as a family.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? Fuck! This is bullshit! Turn the fuck!
Take a look at this video, for example. The way Mike screamed at his children wasn't just a one-time thing. He often did this to the point where viewers actually noticed the kids being visibly scared of him. In another video, he constantly shouted at one of his kids.
Broke it out! It's fucking broke!
These so-called abusive pranks went on for 2 years until finally, in 2017, the viewers decided that enough was enough. Martin and Heather were reported to the Maryland police and they were charged with neglect of a minor. They entered an offered plea which didn't require them to admit guilt, but they realized that they were in the wrong. As a result, Heather Martin, the stepmother of an 11-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son at the time, was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Mike also received the same sentence. However, it was suspended later on and they managed to avoid jail time. A year later, YouTube also decided that DaddyOFive's content wasn't suitable for the platform. Their channel, with nearly 800,000 subscribers, was permanently deleted because they abused and bullied the children for the sake of views and likes. Yet, they tried to make a comeback on a new channel called FamilyOFive, but this channel also got deleted on the 18th of July 2018 for violating YouTube's community guidelines. The same year, in November, Jake, Ryan, and Alex, the 3 children of the Martins, created a new channel called the Martin Boys, but this channel also suffered the same fate as the previous ones. They also tried to upload content on their website for a $5 subscription, but removed all the videos in 2019, stating that the events of 2017 were too much and they were still healing from it. Today, their website has an arrogant message stating that they learned from their mistakes, and the negative opinions of others don't matter to them. It was this arrogance that brought them down in the first place, and it's clear that Mike and Heather are still not ready to fully accept that they were terrible parents. Fousey's IRL content and pranks used to be legendary when he first started out in 2011. He made the most unhinged, relatable, and funny skits, mostly related to his experiences in a Middle Eastern family. For years, he remained a comedy content creator, and then slowly pivoted to philanthropy, social experiments, and wholesome content, or at least made everyone believe that. These videos blew up his channel and Fousey started to bring in millions of views and subscribers. And then, the dark truth behind his videos started to unfold. In 2015, allegations came forward against him for faking both his pranks and social experiments. At the time, this was a massive issue because various content creators were being exposed for the same thing and Fousey's fans felt betrayed. Things only got worse when a couple of actors came forward in the same year and actually confessed to playing a fake role in one of Fousey's videos. Now, most content creators would come out to apologize for faking content, like Joey Salads, for example. But Fousey, he went into a downhill spiral of craziness, toxicity, and delusions. One of the earliest moments when he absolutely lost it in front of a massive crowd was at an event he planned. He promised his fans that he would delete his channel if the event didn't pop off, and when it didn't, this is how he reacted on stage. And from that point onwards, the downfall of FouseyTube began. He constantly started to lose his cool in public, cussed random people, and with every passing day, his condition worsened. It got to the point where he was literally arrested and sent to a psych ward. This is when people thought that Fousey's content was dead. He would either have to step away from YouTube for good or make a comeback where he starts acting normal. But when he made his comeback, his narcissism, anger, and craziness had only worsened. He was creating content on Twitch, where he got banned multiple times, until he landed a deal with Kick. Now, this was a big opportunity for him to reclaim his popularity, but he ruined this chance once again. The new Kick deal came with a contingency that Fousey had to stay normal for just 1 week, 7 days. That's all he needed to prove that he was normal. But for Fousey, it was the hardest thing ever. 2 days into his 24-hour stream marathon, Fousey got into a fight with his manager, punching him in the face on livestream. And, well, he was banned from Kick too. He absolutely lost his mind after this ban and had a crazy manic episode begging Kick to unban him. But Kick had had enough. This happened in 2020, and then he took a break from YouTube, Kick, and every other platform. Many said that he was battling mental health issues, but nobody knew the real truth. He did make a comeback on YouTube in 2022 with a trailer of his boxing match, but vanished once again for over a year. In 2024, he once again created a video titled "The King is Back" and showed that he was once again in partnership with Kick. After that, he barely made a couple of music videos and a full movie titled The Funeral of Fousey. And since then, he's been away from YouTube completely. He does stream on Kick now, but there aren't any streaming videos uploaded. Now, FouseyTube's downfall is mostly because of his unhinged content and mental breakdowns, but there is one YouTuber who had the most shocking end to his YouTube career, something so insane that he's still serving his prison sentence to this day. Vitaly Zdorovetskiy, known for his prank and stunt channel VitalyOFive, was a Russian-American content creator who gained popularity due to his erratic, provocative, and often borderline illegal content. He started creating content in 2011, and his very first series was called Disturbing the Peace. Within a year, he gained insane fame after his Miami zombie attack prank went viral. The video came out in 2012, and by 2015, it had already amassed over 30 million views. However, before going viral, Vitaly's content had already landed him in trouble. In July 2012, Vitaly and his cameraman, Jonathan Venegas, were filming a prank video titled Russian Hitman. They acted as hitmen on the streets of Florida, and this prank didn't go as planned at all. During the shoot, a man attacked Vitaly and Jonathan, and eventually, the police had to intervene. He was arrested for causing public panic, and this incident marked the beginning of his long history of trouble with the authorities. By 2014, Vitaly had a fan following of over 10 million on YouTube, and he was a massive celebrity. This newfound fame came with responsibilities, but being responsible wasn't for him. His content was loved by the viewers for being unhinged, and that's what he continued to deliver. In 2016, he did the most dangerous stunt when he climbed the Hollywood sign, and once again, he was arrested for this. Now, most content creators would learn their lesson and step away from creating videos that resulted in arrests, but Vitaly didn't care. Just 1 year later, he ran onto the field in the World Series of the Houston Astros baseball game, and he was put in handcuffs again. This incident led to a ban being imposed on him from all major sporting events, and still, he didn't learn his lesson. In January 2020, he traveled to Egypt with one sole purpose: climbing the Great Pyramid of Giza. Entering the pyramids requires a ticket. Climbing them is strictly off limits, and he knew this. And yet, he decided to do something that was explicitly illegal. This act landed him in an Egyptian jail for 5 days, but this was just the beginning. In April 2020, he was once again arrested for a much serious allegation in Miami after a woman filed a civil lawsuit against him, alleging SA, physical injuries, and emotional distress. According to the police report, he attacked a woman while she was jogging on the beach. He appeared in front of her and started punching her in her face and on her chest multiple times. This led to minor injuries, including a cut above her right eye. After his arrest from his home, Vitaly was accepted into pre-trial diversion for the felony battery charge when the victim showed no objection. Now, there were various other moments where Vitaly crossed the line and committed crimes, but the most recent thing he did is something that will shock you to your core. In April 2025, Vitaly was arrested in the Philippines after a series of incidents involving him. He was filming content when a local woman alleged that he harassed her, threatened her, and even disrespected a police officer. The local police in Pasay City and the Department of the Interior and local government declared him an undesirable alien because of these actions and detained him indefinitely. This incident showed that even after being arrested for attacking a woman in 2020, Vitaly had learned absolutely nothing. Right now, he's still in the Philippines, stuck behind bars, waiting to face the consequences of his actions. The worst thing is that Vitaly announced his comeback in March 2025, and within a month, he found himself back in jail. This was proof that while Vitaly started as a prankster, his content pivoted to illegal acts that continuously put him in handcuffs. And despite that, he learned nothing, making him one of the few forgotten YouTubers who went from being content creators to criminals.